All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. I know it's kind of been a hot minute and kind of been out of touch. Had a real crazy work schedule leading up to truck wars and even out of truck wars, and hadn't had many days off. And the days I was off, I've just been wore out from work and had some sinus stuff going on, so been kind of drowsy, and so my motivation has been at an all-time low. So I really hadn't been hitting a lick in the shop. As you can see over here behind me though, AJ's truck is still in here and the boys have been making progress on that. It's coming right on along, and we'll do an update video on that soon. Actually, by the end of the week, the truck should be out running and driving good to go again. And we'll be doing some test hits. But anyways, moving on to today. So I know, I think I had led on to Truck Wars being the last event we were gonna go to of the year. But it just so happened the stars kind of aligned, and there's a big points race today at Northeast Dragway that they're gonna have some testing soon, and we're gonna take the dad bod out. Don't really plan on running it today, just kind of want to drive it, but heading out to go help out Trevor. We decided to load the NASA tune on the truck, and we're gonna send it with all it's got and see what it'll do. So don't really know, the hot tune really isn't that much hotter than what we've been running it on the 670 tune. But the truck we've been launching fairly easy. We hadn't really dialed in the suspension good and hadn't been bringing in lockup super early. So we're gonna put all that stuff together and see if it comes just completely unasked or if we run a new personal best. So anyways, we'll touch base when we get out to the track. All right, guys, so we just got out to the track. We're in the middle of retuning Trevor's truck, putting the NASA file on there, as you saw. We aired the tires down. We dropped them down pretty low. We're at 14 in the front and 12 in the rear. I don't know if I put it on video yet, but as you can see here, they're 28, 10, 5, 17s. They're on 17 by 9.5 welds. And we did mark the wheel and tire so we can see if it flips any on the launch, if it's trying to spin on the bead. But what are we doing today, Trevor?
What have I been doing today?
What are we doing today, like right now?
We're gonna send it.
Yes. Yeah. What number are you hoping for?
I want a 640 or better.
Yeah.
It's red.
Well, at Truck Wars, the truck did what, a 668? Is that right?
667.
667. Well, the truck did a 667 at Truck Wars, which was the personal best. That was leaving fairly conservative and on tune 2. So we're turning it up today and gonna launch with all of the boost and see if it comes unasked or if it goes straight. So anyways, we'll see when we get up to the lanes. Woo!
653. You see that right there?
653.
That was
143. Yeah, it was spinning because your tires were still wet. It never got hot in the burnout.
I let off so I could feel the damn throttle was home.
143. Shoot. Heck yeah. What'd it do?
It's on like hell.
I don't care about that. What'd it do?
660.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, 102.
What was the 60 foot?
148.
It looked freaking faster than the freaking first one. All right, Trevor, so what do you think about tonight?
650 is decent. Not what I want.
Yeah. What'd you think about it?
More fuel. That's impressive.
Yeah.
It is impressive.
Yeah. We marked the tire and the wheel so we could see if it was slipped. And on 3 of the 4 tires, we slipped on the bead about 1 inch. But anyways, truck's still together, running one piece, even with first gear lockup. And the for some reason about half track, the truck's kind of falling on its face. So I don't know, we're gonna do some data logs, get them sent over to Larson, and we'll go from there. But anyways, not too bad of a night. All right, guys, so we are back from the track, as you can see. Overall, we had a pretty good night. We ended up being able to make 2 passes in Trevor's truck. Had a bunch of oil downs, and the track was cold, so people breaking stuff. And it was I believe the final points race for the year, so they were doing a lot of racing, and it was very few test and tune rounds for us to actually get in. But anyways, we loaded the new tune on the truck, as you saw. It was a 1800 microsecond tune. We got it loaded up, and we came around. We lowered the tire pressure down, as I said. We marked the tires to look for if they slipped on the bead. We made the first pass, and he left pretty decent at like 2600 RPMs. Again, the boost gauge isn't reading for some reason, so we're going based on RPM. And that passed the trunk when I believe it was a 653. I got a time slip I'll put up here, but it was like a 143 60 foot, which we were really happy with. And the truck looked really good, but it looked like as he got out, you know, maybe close to half track, the truck just died off. Regardless, we come back, let the truck cool off. The burnout didn't go that well. For some reason, it kicked out to 1 tire. It didn't want to heat them up. And so we were thinking maybe get a good burnout in, maybe get a better 60 foot. We can get it down and try to get like a 640 something pass, what we really wanted. Anyways, waited a while. Like I said, a bunch of oil downs. Finally got to make another pass about 2 hours later. The burnout went a whole lot better this time. He launched, I think, a little bit harder than the first pass. And the truck definitely got nasty on the launch. It spun pretty bad. 60 foot went down to a 148, I believe it was. And it went out to a 660-ish. I don't remember what the time was. But anyways, as you can see in the videos though, the truck, it leaves really strong, and he's got an okay mile an hour. You know, he's running like 103 miles an hour, which is decent, but it for the setup on the truck, he should be making more power. As you can tell, it's cleaning it up completely with that 72 on it. And I feel like with 250s and a 72, you ought to technically be able to overfuel it. But anyways, regardless, we are gonna do some data logs over the next few weeks, get them sent over to Larson, see what he thinks, do some runs on the draggy as our track is gonna be closing in the next week or so, and see what we can do. Try to get it turned up and see if we can't get a low 6-second pass out of this setup. He's already bought a few new parts going forward for this winter, and we're gonna make some changes. He's gonna try to make the push, I believe, to run 590 next year. So we'll see what we can come up with. But regardless, we're happy. We're able to turn the tune and win a 650. So that was pretty cool. Anyways, hate to leave the video on a kind of sad note, but we're just hearing about, I don't know how many of you guys keep up with the ODSS racing, but Brian Gray, I'm sure you would recognize this truck. It's a two-wheel drive 7.3, and I believe it holds the record for the fastest 7.3 power stroke. Anyways, I don't know all the details, none of my business, honestly, but him and his family got in a bad car crash tonight, and I believe him and his youngest son passed away, and his wife is injured. I don't know how bad it is, and I think his other son had some injuries as well. So anyways, our thoughts and prayers go out to them guys, and wish the ones that made it the best through their recovery. So like I said, hate to leave it that way, but thinking hard about those guys makes you want to, come home and, see the family, and make you take some of the safety stuff in the vehicles, a little to heart, because you never know, when something's going to happen. But anyways, like I said, a couple new personal bests tonight for Trevor's truck. Thank you guys for watching. Not exactly sure what the next video is going to be that you guys will see. We'll kind of play it by ear, but Junkyard Boxes has some stuff going on. We're going to go over that. Slowly making progress on Nathan's. AJ's truck's been moving right along. As I said, I hadn't had a lot to do with that one, so hadn't filmed a lot of it, but I am going to do a video with AJ and Nathan, and they can kind of talk about what all was done, and we're going to be doing some testing and data logging with it to try to get him ready for 770 on a stock fuel truck next year. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. Thanks for the support, and we'll see you guys doing some hood rat stuff in the next video. See y'all.